let's do a little bit of club juggling fundamental work. So there's 1,000 different ways to hold and throw and juggle a club, but for now I'm going to encourage you not to hold it by the knob, but rather to put your hand somewhere closer to this middle point. So me, I'm going to be just below it, right about there. And we start with just our single throws. Notice I'm doing a nice scoop. My hands are not racing up to catch it. It's just a nice scoop. Not using a lot of wrist, just kind of letting the natural, I'm turning it a little bit, letting the natural flow of the club flip itself. We can start mixing in some of the fundamentals from our 3-ball work under the leg. And try behind the backs. You can try shoulder throws, but watch your face. You can also work on, I love to do this with 2 clubs. Just going half back, half back, half back, half back, half back, half back, half back. Now I'm going forward, reverse, but you can go forward, 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 continuing the rotation. So these are great drills. You can do synchronous, async. Now I'm continuing the rotation here, but I can do reverses as well. This isn't a trick, I'm just showing you some drills. You want to get really comfortable having the wrong end of the club. In fact, another great one is just to take the wrong end and do your single flips with the wrong end. Get really comfortable having a couple wrong ends. It's not hurting anything. It's really easy to think that when you have the wrong end, something's wrong. It's just the wrong end. Not a big deal. So, other things we can do, if instead of swinging it straight through, if you turn your hand down, so my knuckles are on top of it, like that, you can bring the club down, snap the wrist, and do what's called a dip. So this is a normal throw. This is a dip. You notice from the side, it's moving in a flat plane, as opposed to a normal throw, which is spinning through the plane. This is in a flat plane. So you can do dips as singles, doubles. In fact, that's another great drill. Work on your doubles, double throw. It's good to have a working knowledge of singles, doubles, triples. And if you're feeling really antsy, you should be able to do a half, full, 1.5, 1.5, double, double, 2.5, 2.5, triple, 3.5, 3.5. So if I have the wrong end and I do a 3.5, I get my right end back again. And quads can be handy. Eventually you'll just be able to feel when it's a quad. Single, double, triple, quad. And you can even do 5s if you want. So having a working knowledge of all of those is going to be very valuable to you. Let's see, body throws, dips. You can also do a reverse dip. Instead of bringing the hand in like this, you can bring the hand out and do an outside throw. So that's a over the top style throw. You'll also find that certain things just really appeal to you. You'll like certain things. You'll enjoy balancing a club, or you'll enjoy body throws, or you'll enjoy placements. Here's another great one. Just set it. Make sure you put it across the center point of your head. Eventually we'll get to fancier stuff like head rolls, and we'll get there, don't worry. Eventually balances. If you want to work on balances, I'd say get a broom handle, something long. Start with your hand. Sometimes when people put it in their palm, they kind of cheat it. Make sure your palm is nice and open when you're balancing. And then you can work it out to the fingertip. You can eventually play around with flipping the club to another balance, which I would show you in my left hand, but I'm not very good at it. All right, let's try it. Ooh. Ooh. You can also put a placement on your foot. There's lots of different ways to balance.